The day everything changed began with rain. Cold, heavy, unforgiving rain. People rushed past each other on the busy streets, umbrellas tapping, shoes splashing, eyes focused only on themselves. But among that rushing crowd stood a young man, frozen unsure. His name was Ayaan, and in his hands was a printed offer letter, the dream job he had waited for his whole life. A stable salary, a future, a chance to help his struggling family. He looked at the time. Only 18 minutes left until his final onboarding interview. He took a deep breath. His heart raced. His palms shook. His dreams felt so close, but fate had another plan. As he crossed the street, he saw her, a girl, wet, cold, shivering, her wheelchair stuck in the mud near the sidewalk. People walked past her like she didn't exist. Some stared. Some avoided eye contact. Nobody stopped. Ayaan froze again. His mind whispered, "You'll be late. Walk away." But his heart wouldn't let him move. He stepped toward her. Slowly, softly, he kneeled beside her and asked if she was okay. She didn't speak, but her eyes told a story. Fear, pain, loneliness. She was trying so hard not to cry. The wheels wouldn't move. Her hands were shaking too much to push. Her backpack had fallen into the mud, soaking everything inside. For a moment, Ayaan hesitated. Then he gently lifted the bag, wiped the mud with his shirt, and tried to push the wheelchair. But the wheels were stuck deep. His shoes, once clean and polished for the job interview, were now covered in water and dirt. Minutes passed. His clothes got wet. His letter wrinkled and soaked. But he kept helping. He didn't rush. He didn't complain. He just stayed. Finally, with one strong push, the chair moved free. The girl looked at him with eyes full of gratitude and something deeper, relief. Ayaan gave her a soft smile. "You're safe now," he whispered. She held his wrist for a second, as if saying thank you without words. He checked the time again. He was late, very late. His heart sank. But he didn't regret it, not even for a second. When he finally reached the company building, he was out of breath. The guard looked at him strangely. Wet hair, muddy shoes, wrinkled shirt. Inside, the receptionist shook her head. "You missed the appointment." Her voice was cold, final, uninterested. He tried to explain, to speak, to breathe. But no one listened. People looked at him and saw failure. A wet boy with destroyed documents. A boy who didn't look like success. A boy who clearly didn't value time. They dismissed him with a half-smile of the painful kind. Ayaan walked out, slowly, quietly. With every step, his heart felt heavier. He had lost it, the opportunity, the dream, the job. All because he stopped to help a stranger. That night, he sat in his small room, rain still falling outside, silence filling the air. He stared at the ceiling and wondered, did I do the right thing? His mother gently entered the room. She didn't ask questions. She just placed a warm hand on his shoulder and whispered, "Kindness never goes to waste, even when the world does not see it." A tear slipped down Ayaan's cheek. He wanted to believe her, but hope felt far away. 2 days later, his phone rang. Unknown number, he answered slowly. A soft female voice spoke. "Is this Ayaan?" "Yes, who is this?" A pause, a deep breath. "This is Zara Ibrahim, the CEO of Novatech." Ayaan froze. His heart raced. He could hardly speak. Zara continued, "I heard what happened, and I saw you." He blinked. Confusion, then memory. The girl, the wheelchair, the helplessness. "Yes," Zara whispered with emotion in her voice. "That girl was my daughter." Silence. Ayaan's eyes filled with tears. Zara continued, "She hasn't smiled in months. She hasn't trusted anyone in a long time. But when she came home that day, she told me about a young man who didn't look away, who didn't treat her like a burden, who helped without expecting anything." Her voice trembled. "You didn't lose your chance, Ayaan." He swallowed hard. "You earned it." The next day, Ayaan entered the same building. But this time, people didn't ignore him. They didn't judge him. They looked at him with respect. The CEO walked toward him, graceful, strong, and emotional. Beside her was the girl in the wheelchair. She smiled when she saw him, the same soft, thankful smile. Zara held out a new letter, a fresh offer, a higher position, a better salary. Ayaan's hands shook as he took it. Zara whispered, "In business, we can teach skills, but we cannot teach heart. And you have the heart this company needs." Ayaan lowered his head, humbled, emotional, overwhelmed. The girl reached out again and gently squeezed his hand, just like before. But this time there was joy, hope, connection. Weeks turned into months. Ayaan didn't just work, he grew, he transformed, he inspired others, he spoke softly, led with compassion, helped without hesitation. And every time he walked past the entrance, he remembered the moment he thought his life was falling apart, when in truth, it was falling into place. And maybe that's how life works. Sometimes we lose what we think we need, only to receive what we never imagined. Sometimes kindness looks like sacrifice, but in the end, it becomes the doorway to something greater. So remember, when you choose kindness, even when it costs you something, you never truly lose. Because the universe has a way of returning what the heart gives, multiplied. One small act of kindness can open doors that talent, money, and status never can.